We have a lot to talk about today.
I came from the mud. There's dirt on my.
Oh my god. So, yeah, I watched the Apple event, and yes, everything about this event is so exciting. And yeah, there's like quite a lot of updates this time, especially that one update that gets almost every photographer and cinematographer who's into iPhones. Definitely they'll be excited to have a lot of update on iPhone 13 that has a lot of updates for the cinematographers and the photographers. First of all, starting off with one of the major things is ultra-wide on iPhone is beautiful. Like literally I can swap this footage for an iPhone footage and you wouldn't even recognize that good. But that ultra-wide had a kind of lacking on the let's say on the low light area, and now as I saw in the event, or at least as far as my knowledge goes, I saw that the low light efficiency has gone up 92%. So definitely we can expect low noise and better footage in low light. So yes, ultra wide on iPhone is incredibly good. We can definitely use it for vlogging, like all the vloggers, influencers, everyone who are on the stage with an iPhone is definitely are gonna have fun. Yeah, I recently came to know that ultra wide never had autofocus. It was like a stable focus area, because once you're in the frame, it's like a single set of focus. But I'm surprised to know that at this point of time, like with the iPhone 13 that's coming up soon, has autofocus available on ultra wide, and I personally feel that really does a lot of magic there, like a real good magic, that excitement and punches in a lot. So big thing, like at least what I am excited about as a filmmaker or like a cinematographer, I'm really excited about this. That is the cinematic mode. Cinematic mode is basically now it's the first time, or the first ever time, that a smartphone has introduced shallow depth of field into videos. Like there is shallow depth of field available on smartphones and photographs, but not on a video, and I'm really excited to see this. But the shallow depth of field definitely adds a lot of beautiful natural look to it, and whereas we can literally, it will go to a state, I personally feel that it will go to a state where it can swap off with a professional camera and still stay on the line as a good one. Yes, as a cinematographer, I know many movies use this thing called rack focus, which is shifting focus from one subject to the other, which is used as a communication method through cinematography. Yes, rack focus is available on iPhone 13 on a wide angle now. So, which is amazing. Like rack focus is literally you can change the focus area, dude. Like you can communicate. At least the examples that are provided on the event, it was more like they were showing two different parallels. Like the foreground and background had a lot of difference area in them. So that really showed off the difference, that okay, it's gonna work in this way. So I'm kind of having doubts in there, because going with the edges, and it's a smartphone at last. It has a small sensor, and the amount of AI that can work on it is kind of a question, but definitely I am excited to use it. I would love to use it. This thing really excited me is you can adjust focus on your subjects. Apart from that, you can adjust this focus in the post-production to you, although this focus can be adjusted in the post, and it is available only on the Photos application and the iMovies for now. It is heard that it is going to be introduced to the Mac iMovies, and also also Final Cut Pro. ProRes on iPhone is one big up for everything that's on smartphones. And literally I am on an iPhone 11. I did not upgrade to an iPhone 12, but I definitely use them. And smartphone photography has always been about convenience. Like if ProRes is being introduced to iPhone 13, I feel the convenience level has gone to a different level, and it really works well, because some particular programs like Premiere Pro really struggle working with the footage out of an iPhone, because it has a lot of struggle going on in the post. So I feel once ProRes is introduced to iPhone 13, I feel it is gonna really give out a really good post-production value to it. I personally feel iPhone is amazing. iPhones are amazing. I love them. I know there is a lot of controversy going on, is it worth it going on to an iPhone? But yeah, let's put that apart. Now, talking about who are going to be profited from the iPhone's new upgrades that I spoke about. I personally feel people who are on the run to create content instantaneously. Let's say the influencers on Instagram and vloggers. Such people are really profited with iPhone 13, I believe. Like, if one is able to get an iPhone onto their hands and work on it, I personally feel they are done with job. Like, they can get a really good grade quality of work, and yeah, just enjoy it. That's what is all the that's what are the upgrades available on the iPhone 13 now. And I personally feel this is really a good upgrade for the photographers and cinematographers. Anyone who wants to get their hands on iPhone 13, this is definitely a good one. And yes, considerably for anyone who wants to upgrade from an iPhone 11 Pro or 12 or 12 Pro. Yeah, it's an amazing idea to upgrade, definitely, that's for sure. So on a whole, like, I feel smartphones are gonna get really exciting about everything that's gonna happen, and I personally feel maybe this is gonna be really tough for the pro photographers who are like into the game now, and they are understanding everything on the bigger cameras like the mirrorless, the Canons, the Sonys and Nikons. So all these cameras really are in a competition with an iPhone, a smartphone. It can get really tough for everyone, but it should be fun. It should be fun in a long time. So that's what is the takeaway for me, and I hope you guys like this.